Here's the score. This week, I'm gonna get arrested. Let me back up. We're releasing a documentary in a week about cancel culture. I think cancel culture is toxic. It sucks. I hate it. I think all of us have been in a position where we've been harshly judged, been publicly shamed, torn down for something we've done, whether it was a mistake or sometimes it's for something we actually believe in. I just find the whole thing very petty and mean and disturbing. We've all seen it. We've all been affected or sucked into it in some way. And the thing is, people will say, I hate cancel culture, and they'll tell their little echo chamber, but nobody else ever does anything about it. It's not enough to just do what most people do and sit back and talk smack about it on social media. The problem is, how do you get attention for your cause? How is it possible to actually make a difference in this world? The key commodity here is attention. Without attention, it doesn't matter what you say. No one is listening. If you have attention, you can get your message heard and you can cause real change to happen. So how do you get attention? Enter the scandal. Oh! Scandals draw crowds. Scandals create a buzz. They can make an impact when used well. But how do you create a really awesome scandal? Well, here's the framework. First of all, you need a hook. What is your scandal about? Why is it so scandalous? Then you need some proof, a video, a photo, a tweet. You need an outlet to the media, usually a publicist or a close friend. Wow, look, I can't believe what I just found. Then you need to ride the wave of media attention. This has to be provocative, not to hurt anyone, but to provoke action. When people feel something, that's what causes change. So instead of just talking about cancel culture, we've got to experience it. So here's our hook. I'm going to attempt to get myself canceled while creating a documentary all about it. We're gonna fabricate me getting arrested. We're going to Photoshop a mugshot and have someone with a large following and credibility release it to the public. We're gonna have all of this happen while I'm at a very public conference with my peers, friends, colleagues who will not know that all of this is fabricated, so that we can see real public response, which it's hard to predict what direction that will take. Will people think it's real? Will they shame me? Will they come to my defense? Will the mob mentality come out and completely ruin my reputation? Then we'll release the documentary, which will open a whole other bag of worms. Will we have done our job properly in promoting the reason for this scandal? Or one false move and it backfires and I actually cancel myself? You can't just talk about transformation, it's gotta be experiential, it's gotta feel real. So for this to work, we need to genuinely provoke the effects of cancel culture. So basically we're making this all up for publicity. So the most opportune time for this to all happen, to get the biggest public reaction, is next week when the conference is happening. The publicity stunt is fabricated, the response is real, and I've only got 7 days. So I had my friend take a bunch of these mugshot photos. I don't even know what to think right now. So we are gonna go ahead with it?
Yeah, it's like, how far do we need to take it? I don't think a DUI would be enough to get people to like cancel you. I think it'd have to be something that's like a little bit more intense.
Yeah, like, because obviously if it's anything like, I don't know, anything too bad, we might get people saying stuff like, well, I always knew Marley was a bad one because blah, 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 blah. And like, then that would be out there. So we kind of need to fabricate something where it doesn't have the potential of going too poorly.
Who would be willing to do that?
I guess it's wherever there's a community. It could be somebody who's local and we do it to the Boise community, or it's somebody who is in the ClickFunnels community that will really like sell it.
Like, it has to be someone that's willing to do it and willing to take some heat.
Wait a minute. I think I know exactly who will do it.
There he is. Dan's here.
Dan!
What's up?
Oh my gosh. I have the craziest idea I need to pitch you on.
I like crazy ideas.
Will you cancel me?
You're asking me, Dan Henry, to help you piss people off?
Yes.
I'm in.
What are we saying I got arrested for?
We can fabricate any charge you want, but I think what would make it like a legitimate arrest was like disorderly conduct, assault on a police officer, eluding and evading. Like, we just have this like list that's like 3 charges long.
I don't want to completely destroy my reputation.
That's what I'm just warning you, Marley, is if you do go down this route, you're opening up where people might think you legitimately did something bad. And if they have any bad opinions on you, they're going to feel fine to release them.
Okay, I need to send a message to the editors and tell them this video has to be 95% ready. It's important to note that this isn't just about scandal for the sake of scandal, it's about creating positive change in the world. Even the greatest showman, P.T. Barnum, used his skills in publicity to drive positive social change, such as championing women's suffrage. And if more charities and nonprofits knew about the art of the scandal, they might be able to get a lot more supporters and attention for their cause. I hope you're taking notes out there.
Can you film that?
Like we could dub something in later, right?
Okay, that's good.
Or just like bleep it out.
I feel like we can find natural footage of that as well.
How do I talk to the police? I'm gonna go like pretend I'm a journalist. Stay here and just grab the shot from like a wide angle.
There's been a lot.
Yeah, I'm
Probably
sure.
not the best person to interview.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
You have to be mentally tough to pull off a scandal. There are some scandals that happen to start a movement through a desire for positive social change. There are some scandals that happen through incompetence. There are some scandals that happen through greed. There are some scandals that happen through personal issues. And there are some scandals that happen for publicity.
You got your sword, your wife starts talking, like,
I actually used to be friends with paparazzi. Like, I would get sent along with the photographers just to have a young, innocent-looking girl ask for autographs and pictures of the celebrities. Of course, they're much more likely to give an autograph to a small girl than a middle-aged man that looks like they might turn it around and sell it. I got to meet people like George Clooney, Lady Gaga, Mark Wahlberg, Bono, and it was really interesting to observe this underground world of paparazzi. So let me take you on a quick tour of the secret world of the paparazzi. As much as we hear celebrities say that they hate being hounded by the paps, we know that it's a two-way street. To make money, you need to be in the public eye. To get in the public eye, you need a story. To get a story, you need scandal? Let's say you had a movie to promote and you wanted to drum up some attention. Here are some ways that you could cook up a scandal. Perhaps you start or end a relationship. It's odd how many relationships seem to happen between people who have the same PR agent. Very weird. And how many of the salubrious details of these relationships get leaked by close friends of the couple, i.e. their publicist? Perhaps you can have a naughty tape get leaked. Funny how a lot of these well-lit, well-produced tapes end up being discovered by ambitious burglars or hackers and leaked to the press, reinvigorating these celebrities' careers. Perhaps you could post something provocative on social media, like have a feud with another celebrity, do some charity work, and make a big deal about how you don't talk about it. Maybe you could have a wardrobe malfunction at a public event. The possibilities are endless. Oh my gosh, he just sent the mugshot.
Oh, really?
He just sent the mugshot. Come check this out.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, that
Holy
looks
cow.
so real.
How many people have you told about this photo?
With this going out tomorrow, what's on your head right now? How are you feeling about that?
I'm trying to block it out. Like I think I am being completely naive to the fact that this is hopefully going out tomorrow, because Kedrick, the edit has to be 95% done before we can post this. We're running late on editing the documentary. Dan is really eager to post the mugshot, and I'm trying to hold him off until I know that the documentary is like near completion, so that just right after we get the public reaction, we're just inserting that footage into the documentary and can launch it immediately. So I'm communicating with the editing team constantly and pushing as much as I can. But if we can't get Dan to leak the mugshot in time tonight, then we miss the opportunity to capture the public response when I'm at the conference tomorrow. Like, just the timing is crucial for A, selfishly, me not sitting in this anxiety as long, and B, we have to release the tension for the audience and reveal the conclusion to make the biggest impact. I think if we hold the tension too long, we risk the audience getting more angry. If the timing isn't right, or if someone gets cold feet, the whole thing will flop. I haven't even considered yet what damage control for that might look like. Checking my phone like every 2 minutes just to See where we're at. He's trying to upload it. Something got stuck in the rendering. Like, I don't know, technology stuff. Do you think we're there? Like, do you think we're at the 95%?
I think so. And then I haven't changed any of the texts yet to the new.
I don't want people thinking that I've been arrested until we have. Show me the scene at the park, because that was. Did you cut the piece about my driver's license? Green.
Do you get a text down?
Light. Yep. Just did. It's out.
Okay.
We're doing
All
it.
right.
I'm not even thinking about it. It's just, this is happening.
Dude. You're right. You know what? If you would have had too much like makeup and all that coming down your face, it would have looked fake. This looks real. That's awesome.
We're going to my mastermind today. It's one of my favorite events to be at of the year, but I purposely planned that we would have the leak happen here. I have to be in person with people, so I'm like just really genuinely feeling this anxiety. Honestly, I'm kind of just blocking out the fear in my mind. Like, I feel like there's a lot of the what if thoughts that creep in, but I just can't let those thoughts get in the way of the bigger picture. You don't make a change in the world by playing small. I have to stick to the cause and move forward no matter what. There's also 2 layers to this. There's the mugshot leak and getting the public reaction to that. And then there's anticipating the reaction when we announce that it was fabricated. High risk, hopefully high reward. So far, a lot of people have jumped to my defense.
She's like, there must be a misunderstanding.
What do you mean?
People suck.
Like what are they saying?
Dude, they're posting pictures of your story to Inner Circle.
We've got a problem. Let's go this way. Dan sent me a message saying that this is backfiring on him, which is not how I wanted this to go. We planned out scenarios and planned for every situation that could occur except for the consequence that maybe Dan could get canceled. Okay, I signed up for this, but I didn't want it to go this far for Dan. Okay, we need to orchestrate like redirect this back onto me. How do we pull a...
You mean like Amber Heard?
Did you say Amber Heard? Hey, what do you think about leaking a screenshot? I'm gonna send you a few texts. I'm gonna space it out over a few minutes to like show that the intensity is building. And then screenshot that and post it. And there we go. Someone just compared me to Amber Heard. Gross, but mission accomplished. Creating a scandal is a risky maneuver. If you miscalculate, the spiral to obscurity can be unforgiving. We've had to plan for the scandal and also for the potential fallout and unpredictable consequences. Every element considered, every outcome prepared for. A scandal without a strategy is just chaos. Let's talk marketing. I'm an entrepreneur and I help other entrepreneurs grow their companies using YouTube. And here's the thing about marketers. We love a scandal. The scarce resource these days isn't oil, it isn't even knowledge, it's attention. In a world with a million different distractions, attention is the scarce resource that creates fortunes. If you have an ad that features something provocative or shocking, you can then hire a PR agency to tell the world how awful it is and get a ton more eyeballs on your product. Want to know a marketing secret? Money isn't found in the mainstream, it's found in divisive opinions. Think about it, if I want to get publicity for my product, I need to create some noise. If I say balanced mainstream opinions, I'm gonna blend in with everyone else and you won't even notice me. But let's say that I pick a topic and I say something that's at either end of the extreme. Webinars are the future, webinars are dead. Influencers are thought leaders. Influencers will be the downfall of society. Everyone should be a millionaire. No one should be a millionaire. AI will save us. AI will destroy us. If you don't vote for puppet A, you're an idiot. If you don't vote for puppet B, you're an idiot. Get my point? There are people who are very skilled at picking controversial topics and always holding the most divisive opinions possible. I can't even name names here because, you know, YouTube. But you know who I'm talking about. These people aren't just trolling for the lulz or because they love winding people up, although I'm sure they do. They are doing it for the attention they can then focus towards their offers, their funnels, their merch. And marketing wizard Dan Kennedy once said, if you haven't offended someone by noon each day, you aren't marketing hard enough. Like it or not, controversy pays. This is like Jimmy Kimmel reading mean tweets, but more entertaining when it's not you. Oh, there's a lot here. Oh. Okay, this is interesting. Oh, full marks for passion. Wow, I got roasted on that. Okay. That one is a fake name. I know exactly who wrote that. Most of this is fine. I mean, some of it is bruising, but I signed up for this. I knew what I was getting into. We were gonna launch this on Sunday, but from gauging these reactions, the audience is agitated, the tension is building. We gotta go out while we're on a high for the biggest impact. Timing is everything when it comes to storytelling, and that's especially true when you're creating a narrative in the public eye. It's a bit like a well-composed symphony with its crescendos and diminuendos, each note crucial to the overall harmony. And the finale is like the grand crescendo, but the key to achieving the highest impact is all about releasing the tension at precisely the right moment. Remember how the hit TV show Seinfeld ended? At the height of its popularity, the creators decided to wrap it up. No long, drawn-out decline, no struggling to maintain relevance. They ended it while the show was still at its peak. And the finale of Seinfeld was one of the most watched television episodes in history. The same principle applies to any scandal, publicity, stunt, or narrative that you're creating for your brand. You have to build the tension gradually, like a well-written piece of music or a captivating thriller. However, knowing when to let that tension snap to provide the audience with the release they've been eagerly awaiting is where that artistry lies. The well-timed ending ensures your narrative is etched into the minds of your audience long after the curtain falls. The memory of the peak is what sticks, not the slow descent that might have followed if you drag it out. So we gotta end on a high note. We need to release this tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Friday?
I'll edit with you.
Where are we at on the edit? I know Marley, you had some questions for me. I saw some of your notes, and I added some more notes to frame.
Okay. 2334. I think that we can just remove the Marley returned home. I think that just.
Hey, it sounds like you're at work.
I am. Marley and I literally just finished the video.
Like dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. YouTube is like, is this video shocking content? Is it controversial issues? Sensitive? I don't really know what to say. It's cancel culture. This is real. I'm just gonna go on the Facebook Live. I'm gonna just be honest and be real, sharing the reason why we did it. The video is up.
It's up?
Private.
Okay.
Okay, you should eat.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Are you ready for this crap?
Okay, just want to make sure that audio and everything is good. All right, I'm gonna go first and then I'll bring you on when I'm ready.
Lovely.
Okay. Hey guys. You've probably seen some stuff online, but you probably haven't seen everything. And so this video is gonna address a lot of the context of what's been going on. I actually invited Dan to be here for a conversation. The last 4 months,
I have been working on a documentary about cancel culture. I did a bunch of experiments for the documentary exploring how easy it is to get canceled. And let me just pull off the Band-Aid. The entire experiment was fabricated. The response was not. And yes, I asked Dan Henry to post it.
We did this to make a statement that cancel culture is not okay. And, to really dive in to what happens inside of cancel culture and really the dynamics of it, which Marley, I would say we learned a lot.
I think all of us have been in a position where we've been harshly judged and publicly shamed or torn down for something that we've done, whether it was a mistake or sometimes it's for something we actually believe in.
How many times have you seen someone get canceled? How many times have you made a mistake and people have blasted you for it?
People can get judged for their actions, their relationships, their religion, their careers. There's so many things that people can get heated about that is really none of anyone's business. So if anyone has any negative feelings, I apologize. But I don't apologize for caring about this cause. If you are feeling something right now, great. People don't take action until they feel something.
What's going on, everyone? Thomas Jordan here for another episode. Today we are joined by YouTube expert, documentary filmmaker, Marley Jaxx.
The theater is starting to fill up. I'm like, where did all these people come from? How did they hear about it? Do they know what they're in for? It's so cool.
We're riding a wave that is still cresting. Cancel culture is a topic that's blazing hot in today's climate, where creators and entrepreneurs are just one controversial opinion away from being vilified or venerated. This documentary sent shockwaves through the community. It polarized opinion, sparked debate, and attracted attention from every corner. It won awards at film festivals, invitations to large speaking engagements, conversations to bring this to a network like Netflix with choreographed, high-profile distribution. It's still making ripples, still sparking conversations. People want to know, how did you do it? How did you break away from the yawning sea of talking heads and scripted content now made even easier thanks to AI like ChatGPT? How do you dare to be different? To shake things up, to not just increase the stakes, but potentially amplify your status and ROI? Let's just say creating content that's bold, disruptive, and impactful isn't just about what you say, it's about how you say it and how it's produced. This is what we're calling a docustunt. A captivating, high-production documentary interlaced with a strategically planned publicity stunt to disrupt an industry, to draw attention towards a mission or cause, and influence change. Throughout history, change has always been instigated by people who are bold enough to stand up for some cause. The principles behind a docustunt are meant to mobilize and organize a community of people who all want that same change. And that's what we're bringing with this type of content that we will continue to inspire you with, so be sure to follow along on all of our platforms. And we're not just here to tell you about it, we're here to also help you create your own. We've developed a comprehensive framework that guides you through the process of creating your own docustunt. It's a roadmap that takes you from the initial idea to the final cut and beyond. This isn't just about creating content, it's about creating a movement. It's about being bold enough to disrupt the status quo. A docustunt is more than just a publicity stunt, it's a declaration of intent. It's a statement to say that you're not just here to play the game, but to change it. It's about using the power of storytelling to not only capture attention, but to inspire action and drive change. And why is this necessary? Because in today's saturated digital landscape, being good isn't good enough. To truly stand out, to become iconic, you need to be extraordinary. You need to do something that hasn't been done before, something that makes people sit up and take notice. It's about creating a lasting impact. It's about building a legacy that goes beyond likes, shares, and views. It's about creating something that resonates with people on a deeper level, something that they'll remember for long after the video ends. We call this legacy ROI. It's not about the immediate return on investment, but the long-term impact of your actions. It's about opening doors to opportunities that you never even dreamed of. Red carpets, stages, awards, public recognition. It's about becoming a household name, a brand that people not only recognize, but respect and admire. And the best part, this isn't just for the big brands with deep pockets. With the right strategy, anyone can pull off a successful docustunt. You can click below to get the docustunt framework. This isn't just a download. It's a step towards becoming an icon in your industry. It's a step towards creating content that not only stands out, but also sets the standard for others to follow. Because in the end, it's not about how many videos you upload. It's about the impact you make with each one. It's about creating content that doesn't just get views, but changes views. That is the power of a docustunt.